और सम्मान देना परम कर्तव्य है भारत का, जिसके द्वारा हम उनके संकेत कर सकते हैं, जिसका अभिमान प्रकट करने के लिए महिलाओं को अवसर देना चाहिए तथा अनिवार्य है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you. Next, Honorable Member Ms. Vrinda Vijay, please.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. Sir, I strongly feel that this amendment, it would only serve to degrade the dignity of women rather than empowering them. We believe that women can compete with men on the basis of their ability. Sir, if they wish to enter politics, they don't need a side of reservation. Efficient and educated women will make their way in politics without making use of any reservations. If the government want to work for the upliftment of women, then we should work for the education of girls in the BPL and backward sections. Sir, this bill, it also takes away the democratic right of an electorate to elect the representatives according to their choice. Sir, excellence never refuse reservation. I repeat, excellence never refuse reservation. In European countries, there is no special reservation given for women. Why do you mention? But they have produced many Indian personalities there. So why do you mention for other countries? Still here in India, we have many strong women leaders. They achieve their status only because of their abilities and talents, and not by making use of any reservation. Sir, I think by approving this 50% reservation for women in legislative bodies, it will only lead to the creation of some dummy women leaders, sir. Sir, I am deeply concerned when such unable leaders came into power. Hereby I strongly oppose this bill.
Thank you. Next, Leader of Opposition, Srimati Vrinda Vinod, please.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं एक औरत होकर भी इस बिल के सख्त खिलाफ हूँ। भारत जैसे एक राज्य जहाँ सबको अपने अपने मर्जी के मुताबिक जीने की हक दी जाती है, वैसे एक राज्य के लिए आरक्षण ठीक नहीं है। इतिहास इस बात की गवाह है कि अगर हमने एक बार कानूनी तौर पर आरक्षण को अपना लिया तो उसे खत्म ही नहीं किया जा सका है। महोदय, ऐसे एक आरक्षण लेके आना औरत के आत्मसम्मान को भी ठेस पहुंचाती है। अगर हम इतिहास उठाकर देखें तो कई सारे ऐसे महिलाएं हैं जिन्होंने अपने आप को अपने दम पर साबित कर दिखाया है। महोदय, अगर इस सरकार वाकई महिलाओं की उन्नमन चाहती है तो निम्न बातों पर गौर करें। पहला, हर राजनीतिक पार्टी से ये कहें कि उनके 50% सीटों में महिलाओं को ही स्थानार्थी बनाए। दूसरा, इस सभा की अंक संख्या 50% बढ़ाए, जिसमें से 50% महिलाओं को दी जाए। महोदय, मैं पूछना चाहूंगी कि हमें एक ऐसी आरक्षण क्यों चाहिए, एक ऐसी आरक्षण जिसकी वजह से कई सारे अच्छे राजनीतिकों को अपनी सीट छोड़नी पड़े। महोदय, मुझे विश्वास ही नहीं बल्कि पूरा यकीन है कि हम एक खुले सोच और सुलझे हुए वातावरण की सहायता से महिलाओं को हर पीढ़ी पर, हर कदम पर उसे उन्नति दिला सकते हैं। अगर हम महिलाओं ने एक बार ठान ली, अगर एक बार हमने ठान ली तो बिना किसी आरक्षण, बिना किसी सहायता हम एक अच्छे राजनीति के रूप में उभर कर दिखा सकते हैं। महोदय, मैं बस इतना कहूंगी, मैं इस बिल के इस रूप से नाखुश हूं और इसके खिलाफ हूं।
Sir, the honorable members of opposition are of the opinion that excellence never requires reservation. Yes. Fine. Let me complete. But, well, I don't think so. And you are telling that the women of India should fight on their own to come to the political mainstream. But your own leader of opposition is not convinced of that, it seems. For she is insisting on 50% reservation at the political body. Let me complete, please. Okay, not just at the political forum, also at the local self-government levels. Sir, why are they pressing for reservation if they think that women can fight it on their own to come to the political footprint, sir? Sir, the fact of the matter, sir, just a minute, sir, just a minute. The fact of the matter is that the women of India are not capable to come up to the political forefront on their own in the present Indian context, and therefore they need an external support. And we are here. Our government is here in the first place to provide them with needed support. I hope the opposition does not stand as an impediment to the passing of this bill.
Thank you.
But thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I was thanking the chair for giving me the opportunity.
Honorable Leader of Opposition.
Honorable Speaker, sir, my words are misinterpreted by the honorable member of the House. I have never pressed reservation. I have asked the government to ask each and every political party to give 25% of their seats to women candidates on their own will and not through reservation. I repeat, on their own will and not through reservation. And Honorable Speaker, sir, I don't think that giving reservation will. I think that the giving reservation will not enhance the women to come out of their barriers. They are family barriers, and this cannot be cooperated from giving them reservation.
Thank you, thank you. Next, Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm grateful to all those who have supported this bill. I'm also grateful to the women MPs of our youth parliament for their valuable support as it strengthens this bill, and thankful to each and everyone who have given constructive criticisms on this bill. Women representation in elected bodies, Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies is a source of huge disappointment. In the 16th Lok Sabha, women occupy just 66 seats in the 543-member Lok Sabha, which is mere 12%. The scenario for women MLAs across all the state legislative assemblies is even worse, with a national average of being a pitiable 9%. As per the latest study conducted by the Inter-Parliamentary Union, it is encouraging to find some countries with fantastic number of women MPs making up their parliament. Sir, for example, in Rwanda, women MPs make up for 63.8% of parliament. Outnumbering men, Bolivia at 53% and Honduras at 50% achieved gender parity with equal number of men and women MPs in their parliament. Even Nordic countries alone have 41.5% average women MPs in their parliament. Where does India figure in the world rankings on this yardstick? Where does India figure? Way down at 103 among the 141 ranks listed for 190 countries. 103 among the 141 ranks. Pathetic it is. Iraq and South Sudan at 44th with 26.5% each. Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, at 69th position with a 19.9% of women MPs making up their parliament, are some of the many countries that beat India with considerable margin. These figures are surprising. Aren't you surprised? Yes. Aren't you surprised? Yes. These figures are surprising because, absolutely they are surprising because these countries are either strife-driven, emerging from conflicts, or have severe restrictions posed on their women in their societies. Even Pakistan and Bangladesh at 20% each beat us with much better representation of women MPs in India. Yes, I heard the Honorable Minister. She questions how these countries are much higher women MPs than India. How these countries are? What are they doing right? The answer is very simple. One of the most important provisions that countries with much better representation of women have ensured is, Speaker sir, they have ensured is to create constitutionally mandated quotas or reservation for women. Rwanda, a fantastic case study of how to do things right to get more women into the parliament. It has 30% reservation for women. I repeat, it has 30% reservation for women in their parliament, and as a result, there is active participation of women in all fields right down to the grassroots. Afghanistan has 28% reservation for women. Pakistan and Bangladesh also have 20% reservation for women in their parliament. Women in India already enjoy 33% reservation in Gram Panchayat and municipal elections. The very political opinion behind providing such reservation is just to create a level playing field for all of the Indian citizens. Women are entitled to have equal role in the governance. Sir, I would like to answer my colleague who earlier spoke that there is no need of reservation for women if women can rise into the mainstream of the society by making use of their inherent talent and abilities. By taking a clear example from the Indian history of politics, sir, late Sri K.R. Narayanan, born as a scheduled caste, was elevated to the highest civilian position of the country by dint of his virtue, accepted. But what happened when he was elected to the post of vice president? Was he given chance based on his merit? The issue was considered only when parliamentarians of the forum of SC/ST members have exerted pressure, which implies what? Which implies that there should be reservation provided to some, which act as an aid to bring out many efficient personalities to the governing bodies of India. And as a result, if the country has witnessed upliftment and betterment of backward sections of society through reservation system, then why not in the case of women? On behalf of the ordinary women citizens of India, I ask, then why not in the case of women who also suffer the same discrimination and atrocities at its end? The eminent women leaders that the nation has witnessed were all from influential families who never needed a bit of your reservation.
Sir, the minister is trying to insult all women leaders.
Straight in the corner of the house. Let's
Sir.
listen to the minister first.
As the Minister of Law and Justice of this great nation, I can hear the roar of their silence because I'm representing here the sound of silence, the cry of innocence, and the face of invalids. Sir, we should see the reservation as a one-time chance. One-time chance for women to, which help women to come out of their barriers and join nation building by participating in the decision-making process. Sir, I acknowledge you that this is possible only when barriers for women entry into the politics are removed. माँ चाहिए, बहन चाहिए, पत्नी चाहिए, फिर नेता क्यों नहीं चाहिए? Let the ordinary women citizens of India answer your question. I hope I have answered most of the points raised by the honorable members of this house, and thank you for your support and seek your cooperation in passing this bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Members, may I have your attention? The question is that the Constitution 123rd Amendment Bill 2016 for reservation of seats for women in legislative bodies be taken into consideration. Those in favor will please say aye. Aye. Those against will please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Now close by close consideration. Now the question is that clause 2 to 11 stand part of the bill. There is one amendment in clause 6 by Sri Kaiteri Sahadevan. Are you moving it?
No, sir, in view of the reply given by the minister, I am not pressing my amendment.
Thank you. Now the question is that clause 2 to 11 stand part of the bill. Those in favor will please say aye. Aye. Those against will please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Clause 2 to 11 stand part of the bill. Now the question is, clause 1, I repeat, clause 1, the enacting formula and the title stand part of the bill. Those who are in favor will please say aye. Aye. Those who are against will please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Minister, please.
Sir, I know the bill be passed.
Motion moved that the bill be passed. Those who are in favor will please say aye. Aye. Those who are against will please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Now division. Those who are in favor will please raise their hands. Now the result of the division, subject to correction. Yes, 30. No, 15. Abstention, nil. The motion is adopted by a majority of total membership of the House and a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting. Now the House will take up private members' resolution. Honorable Member Sri Lakshmi to move the resolution.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं यह प्रस्ताव विश्लेषण
भूख मिटाने के लिए पर्याप्त मात्रा में खाद्य पदार्थों का वितरण करे। अध्यक्ष जी, पिछले 10 वर्षों से यह देखा जा रहा है कि भारतीय खाद्य निगम के गोदामों में से 10 लाख टन खाद्य पदार्थों की खराबी के कारण सैकड़ों रुपए नष्ट हो रही है और गरीबों की प्राप्त खाद्य में कमी हो रही है। यूनाइटेड नेशन रिपोर्ट के जरिए मालूम हुआ कि 63% बच्चों को पौष्टिक आहार के बिना सोना पड़ता है। मैं इससे अनुमान करती हूँ कि ये जरूर सरकार अधिकारियों की गलती ही है। मैं ये प्रस्ताव सरकार के सामने पेश करना चाहती हूँ। गरीबों की राशन संख्या की वृद्धि करें, गोदामों के संरक्षण में रखे अधिकारी अपनी जिम्मेदारी ठीक से निभाए। धन्यवाद।
Honorable member Shreya Sri Kumar, please.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय जी, ऐसा अच्छा प्रस्ताव यहाँ प्रस्तुत करने पर मैं आपको पुरजोर अनुकूल करती हूँ। अध्यक्ष जी, मैं यह भी ध्यान दिलाती हूँ कि भोजन की अवकाश हर व्यक्ति के अधिकार है, इसलिए सरकार की दायित्व है कि हर व्यक्ति को 3 समय की भोजन प्राप्त हो, जिससे गोदामों में पड़ी खाद्य हर दलित व्यक्ति तक पहुँचे। मैं इस विषय पर जोर देते हुए कहती हूँ, आगे खाद्य पदार्थों की संरक्षण के लिए सरकार कुछ करे, उसमें कुछ परिवर्तन करे। यह भी ध्यान दे, भोजन खाली पेट के लिए है, बल्कि उसे गोदामों में रखकर नष्ट करने के लिए नहीं।
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, इस विषय में विभिन्न सरकारी विभागों द्वारा उठाए गए प्रयासों को सभा के सामने प्रस्तुत करने की अनुमति दीजिए। लगभग 20 से 30% दानी फसल भंडारण क्षमता और रसद की वजह से बर्बाद की गई है। राज्य के गोदामों 15 से 20 वर्ष पुराने हैं। इस अपव्यय स्तर को रोकने के लिए उसकी उन्नयन बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। इसके लिए सरकार ने केंद्रीय अनाज प्रबंधन आयोजन स्थापित करने की अनुमति दी है और नई भंडारण क्षमता निर्माण की कदम भी उठाया है। सरकार के इस शुरू किए प्रयासों को देख के महोदय, मैं आपके माध्यम से श्रीमती श्रीलक्ष्मी से उनकी संकल्प वापस लेने की विनती करती हूँ।
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मेरा यह प्रस्ताव यह स्वीकार करने पर आदरणीय सदस्य को मैं कृतज्ञता प्रकट करती हूँ और आशा करती हूँ सरकार इसके लिए कुछ करेगी। इसलिए मैं यह प्रस्ताव यह समाप्त करती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
As the honorable member, the leave of the House to withdraw her resolution.
Yes.
The resolution by leave of the House is withdrawn. Now the House is adjourned to meet again at tomorrow 11 a.m.
I do congratulate all of you, and I felt that of the 21 years in Parliament, this was the best opportunity. The procedure was very correct. The issues taken very apt. The way in which things were put were extremely laudable. And I do feel that if you all come to politics, we will be thrown out of politics. Excellence, the grit, the way in which things were presented, I think all are very extremely to be appreciated, and I do not know how much practice you could take for this, and I am sure you must have taken a good time for practice also. 2 months, it's good. It's just like standing for a parliament election. I think you are Chidambaram, representing Chidambaram. P. Chidambaram is a very strong. Nalla, American parliamentary. പാർലമെന്റിൽ ഏറ്റവും എഫക്റ്റീവായിട്ട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ പറയുന്ന ഒരാളാണ്. പക്ഷേ അറിവിൻ്റെതായിട്ടുള്ള ചില അറഗൻസും ഉണ്ട് എന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ പറയാറുണ്ട്. കാരണം ഒന്നും അംഗീകരിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഞാൻ അദ്ദേഹത്തിനെതിരായിട്ട് ഈ നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ റബ്ബർ വരയുടെ കാര്യത്തിൽ ഒരു ദിവസം പാർലമെന്റിൽ കാലത്ത് മുതൽ വൈകിട്ട് വരെ സത്യങ്ങൾ ഇരിക്കേണ്ടി വന്നു. I think you have covered within a very short time the maximum subjects, the maximum procedural matters. But I would just like to point out, you could have added also a point of order. Point of order is the right of a member to raise a matter or to show a procedural mistake or a matter where a correction is necessary, and it is being used in Parliament quite often. But those who really study the procedure and are able to convince, they use this point of order as a very, very strong matter to be used in Parliament. I think that can be added along with what you have all. That doesn't take much time also. I'm sorry, I thought 0 hour was not there, but it is very much there. And I am very happy that it has been used very well. One or two aspects I would like to just share with you. I think you were speaking in English as well as Hindi. In Parliament, even other languages can be used because immediate translation is there. That could be. I mean, even Malayalam can be used at times. Both the even speeches can be made, or even the only problem is immediate translation. Translation വേണ്ടിയുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ അവിടെ കാണണം. So you have to give a notice to the speaker in advance, so that I had one. I mean, ഒരു ഒക്കേഷനിൽ നമ്മുടെ പാർലമെന്റിന്റെ ഒരു 50th ഇയർ ആചരിച്ചിട്ടാണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. I think there was, all of you know Malayalam, അല്ലേ? No? You can understand, but I cannot speak Tamil. I'm sorry. ഏതായാലും അന്നാണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. ഞാൻ സാധാരണ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലാണ് സംസാരിക്കുന്നതെങ്കിലും പാർലമെന്റിന്റെ 50ാം വാർഷികം പ്രമാണിച്ച് ഞാൻ സ്പീക്കർ എഴുതി കൊടുത്തു that I want to make a speech in English. No, Malayalam. The speaker wrote to me back saying, I'm sorry, the translator is not available. Then I wrote again, then I am going to speak only in Malayalam hereafter. Why no person to translate into Malayalam is not available? Then the speaker gave me a note. I'll speak to you after I go into the chamber, please come. And I went to the chamber, then he said, I am very helpless, there is no translator, what can I do? And I said, unless you find out somebody to be a translator, because none of you are speaking in Malayalam. That is probably the reason why. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ പറ്റത്തില്ല, മലയാളത്തിൽ ഒരാൾ വെച്ചേ പറ്റൂ. എനിക്ക് വലിയ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. After 1 week, a lady came and told me, sir, because of you I have got a job. She belongs to Kottayam. Reena ma'am, Reena. And I met her about a week back when I went to Delhi. And she told me she's assistant director, she's in very good post now. So at least to that extent, the translation issue could be made use of. And I'm very happy that the speeches or the interventions made were very effective. Very effective. And the replies by ministers, I felt that many of you would be better ministers than the ministers we have. പിന്നെ അത്ര ബഹളമൊന്നും ഉണ്ടായില്ല എന്നുള്ളത് ശരിയാ, കൊള്ളാം. പക്ഷേ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ ബഹളം ഉണ്ടാകാറുണ്ട് പാർലമെന്റിൽ. And I had one opportunity or an occasion or a case where I was ousted from the parliament because on an issue, a railway zone for Kerala, all the MPs were together, we were taking up the matter very strongly, the government of Kerala was taking up very strongly. At last, the then railway minister was Lalu Prasad Yadav. He was not agreeable, but he was being supported by the Congress, and the Congress President Sonia Ji was almost in favor. So the Kerala MPs made it a very big show that unless Sony is allowed, we are not going to oblige, we are not going to stop. We made a lot of noise also. And I think for the first time, the parliament was had to be dispersed for about 20 minutes for that. And maybe for a Kerala issue, at that time it was for the first time probably at that time, since several years that was not, for Kerala it was not done. For many other issues it is being done. But then, in between we talked and we found that the then Prime Minister and Sonia Ji were also agreeable for that. Then they were saying, why not you agree? Because Kerala is now the zone, south zone, is quite big, 8,000 kilometers length, track length. Whereas in some of the zones there are only 2,000. That was the way in which we were trying to make them understand. And at last, we felt that because all these people, main leaders were accepting the matter, we felt that it will be allowed. But somehow, Lalu Prasad was not allowed. Because he said personally to us that if I do that, in my conscience, in my Bihar, I will be put to problem. Because he had agreed that the next zone will be given in Bihar. So, after we reassembled, after 20 minutes we reassembled, we made noise again, but somehow all the others stopped, but I felt that I should not stop. I was not amenable to stop my speech or to my argument, and at last, the speaker, the then speaker was Somnath Chatterjee. He made use of a rule which says that a member who is not obeying to the proceedings or to the proper procedure of the parliament can be ousted for a day or for many days or for months together. He read the rule and he told me, you know the rule, Mr. Thomas? Yes, I said, I know the rule, but I am unable to accept it. At last, the then leader of the house was Pranab Mukherjee. He was arguing in a very, very heated manner, saying that you stop, Mr. Thomas, you stop, otherwise you will be ousted. And I also said in Malayalam something to back to him. Because then the speaker, after reading the rules, ousted me from the parliament. But on the next day, he called me and he said that I could not sleep yesterday because I know, I know you very well, and I'm very sorry that I had to oust you from the Lok Sabha. You must come back and you must sit today. I said, you must give me an order. But he said, no, I cannot give immediately. You come and sit. Nobody will oppose. I will tell everybody. Then I came and sat and it was automatically taken off. No, that's also a rule which is being used. Ousting, we read in newspapers, in some other assemblies also. Several of them are ousted. Now, I congratulate all of you once again, and I think these are the comments which I thought I would give. I did not find any flaw in either in the ruling front or ruling party or the opposition or even the speaker. The speaker was also very genuine. I hope that this youth parliament competition you will come to a very, very top level, I hope. And I wish you, I think this college and the ability of the college and of the staff and students in this college, I think you can achieve more greater heights, including membership in the parliament or the membership in the union ministry or even the prime minister's post.
Respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, dear students, very good afternoon to all of you. It's a great pleasure for me to be here to witness this wonderful program. As welcome the audience, In our group, actually the modus operandi of this program is that all over India, around 70 to 75 universities and colleges are being taking part in this program, 13th National Youth Parliament Program. Long back, 7-8 years back, this program was called Mock Parliament or Model Parliament. Then the sponsors, the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, thought, what is the need for mock and model? Let us have the youth. They are going to be the role model for our country. So the name renamed as Youth Parliament. This is being conducted, sponsored by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs for the colleges and universities of, affiliated to UGC 12F Act. Apart from this, they are also sponsoring program for the KV schools, Central Board schools, and Navodaya Vidyalaya and Delhi schools. Sir, for your kind information, I served as the interpreter for Tamil language in the Parliament. And the MP want to ask their question in their regional language, either Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, even Sindhi, Marathi. One interpreter should be there in a class 1 officer rank, group 1 officer. Long back, as rightly said by our Honorable Chief Guest Sir, they kept the file. They have not initiated the process of recruiting the people of regional language as junior parliamentary interpreter. They were running the show with the Lok Sabha interpreter for Rajya Sabha, Rajya Sabha interpreter for the Lok Sabha. The veteran politician like Sir argued in the law enforcement agency, the highest, that is Lok Sabha, and initiated the process of interpreter, junior parliamentary interpreter. In that way that Madam whom she referred just now, I think she also joined. So you'll all have a great role for bringing change in our nation. I got an opportunity to work with the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, under his PURA project, providing urban amenities in rural areas. Such a dynamic personality, multifaceted personality. He always talked about two politics. One is political politics, another one is development politics. He addressed almost 15th Legislative Assembly of our country. As a president of our country, he addressed in the joint session of the Parliament of India. While addressing, he always stressed the need for the development politics, including the media, for constructive role need to be played for the development of our nation. He had a special place for the youth of our country. Wherever he go, you all know, wherever he go, beyond the boundaries, he will go and talk with the students, even the common man, children, especially children. He inaugurated one such program of youth parliament in Madurai Kamaraj University long back. Actually, he was a chief guest for some time, just inaugurating, and he has to leave for Rameswaram to meet his elder brother. But after seeing the arrangements and the arena which was set up, he told, I will watch and I will go. Such kind of enthusiasm he derived from youth also, in turn he provided to the youth, especially the students also. So in that way, here I got an opportunity. I thank the organizer, Principal Madam and Vijay sir, the entire team. This program is not planned yesterday, last night, and we are organizing today, I know. the pain which you have taken to formulate the script, the quality